All right, Shalom. First and foremost, I want to give all honor and glory to Yahweh, by Hashem, Yahweh Shai. Double honors to apostles of great millstone and salutations to the elect, which we hope to be. Now, basically, I want to entitle this video to resist temptation, man. You know, and I'm gonna get right into it. This is Sirach chapter 2, verse 1. It says, "My son, if thou comes to serve the Lord, prepare thy soul for temptation." Right, and the Lord is warning us. You know what I'm saying? Because you have the everyday war against the war, the spirit against the flesh. You know what I'm saying? Well, it's finna come into some real intense times, man. You know, Jacob's trouble. You know what I'm saying? And no betrayal of your family or friends in the world, whatever, this, that, and the other. It's finna be all types of stuff. This Revelations chapter 2, verse 10. It says, "Fear none of those things which thou shalt suffer. Behold, the devil shall cast some of you into prison." So some of us might, get locked up, man. You know what I'm saying? You know, being those certain detention centers when you're going against the government, man. You know what I'm saying? Because Esau don't like what we bringing out, but it's just prophecy, man. It gotta come to pass, and it will. And it says that ye may be tried, and ye shall have tribulation 10 days. Now that 10 days is just talking about only a certain amount of time, man. You know what I'm saying? And the thing is that you're gonna be tried, so they're gonna be trying to do stuff just so you could break, man. You know. And it says, "And ye shall have tribulation 10 days. Be thou faithful unto death, and I will give thee a crown of life." So you might have to die in this, man. You know what I'm saying? Because Esau is going to be trying to torture. You know what I'm saying? Re-educating, this, that, and the other, locking you in a room, probably beating you up, you know what I'm saying? Or putting you on numerous of torture devices, you know what I'm saying? Coming at you all types of ways. That's why it's important to have that armor on, man. In Ephesians the 6th and 10th chapter through 12, you know, Ephesians 6, 10 through 12, you know. This is so the Lord, He said, "Prepare thy soul for temptation," and that's gonna be one of them end game temptations, one of them last trials, man, including with Jacob's trouble. You know, some of us gonna be out there where it's like we're gonna be in the wilderness and stuff, and we gotta, put our trust and faith and remember the stories of Yahweh Shem Yahshai and other prophets in the scriptures. Because like Romans 15:4 says, everything was written before time for our learning, so we can know, man. You know what I'm saying? So we can prepare ourselves, you know. This is Wisdom of Solomon, chapter 2, verse 19. It says, so I'll start at verse 18. It says, "For if the just man be the son of the Most High, he will help him and deliver him from the hand of his enemies. Let us examine him with despitefulness and torture." So Esau gonna be trying to torture. It's already in their heads, man. You know what I'm saying? They have you can see it off on certain games like or even 007. You know what I'm saying? Even though he was on his mission, this, that, and the other. I believe his Die Another Day. You know what I'm saying? Them Chinese people came up, or Japanese, whichever. You know, they came up, grabbed him up, was putting his face in ice cold water, beating him up, this, that, and the other, just so he could fall and break, man. You know what I'm saying? So he could ride on his his government, whatever. You know what I'm saying? And that's what Esau gonna be trying to do, man. He's gonna be trying to break us, man. You know. And it says that we may know his meekness and prove his patience. Let us, verse 20, "Let us condemn him with a shameful death, for by his own saying he shall be respected. And this is, this is when, enduring to the end comes into play, man, because, the Lord already told us that it was going to happen, you know what I'm saying? And, according to Revelations 13 and 15, you know what I'm saying, some of us might get big-headed, man, you know what I'm saying, and not to fear death, you know what I'm saying, because we ain't going to be trying to take that mark of the beast. And Lord willing, we don't take that mark of the beast, man, you know. Right, and Esau, he also got like other, torture devices. Like this one called a Spanish donkey. You can look it up. Where it's a triangular piece of wood, and it's like uh, uh, well cut, so it could be real sharp and stuff at the tip. And pretty much, you butt naked, and you basically sitting on that sharp tip while they put the different weights on the side of your ankles. So not only gravity pulling you down, but then you got extra weights, and you just slowly being cut into pieces. Cut right in half down the middle from the bottom to the top, man. And they also got another one. I forget what it is, but you can look it up. Different torture devices. They got one where they put you on this wheel, and pretty much they just pull you apart, man. You know what I'm saying? Slowly, man. It ain't finna be nothing quick. It's gonna be slowly, because he want to see you in pain, and he wants you to denounce the name of the Lord, man, and take that chip, man. This is the normal one. I mean, not the normal one, because none of them normal, but like the main one that they might show in like cartoons, this, that, and the other. And I know it's really high around cartoons. Is I think it's called a gallows, you know what I'm saying, where they got that big sharp piece of steel in your neck right there, and they just cut it off. You know what I'm saying? You gotta have faith and do it to the end, and hope and pray and pray and pray and pray without ceasing. You know what I'm saying? That Yahweh Hashem Yahshua put the spirit upon you to endure that, man. You know what I'm saying? Because you know what I'm saying? That's some fucked up shit. This is Luke chapter 14 verse 28. For which of you, intending to build a tower, sitteth not down first, and counteth the cost, whether he had sufficient to finish it? And this is this goes back to this go back to the Sirach 2:1. You know what I'm saying? Prepare thy soul for temptation if you come to be a servant for the Lord. Because you preparing your soul is also knowing what may happen. You know what I'm saying? What is highly possibility to happen. You know what I'm saying? Getting locked up. You know what I'm saying? Getting taken to a detention center without trial. You know what I'm saying? Without no reason or proper cause. You know what I'm saying? Family members, you know what I'm saying, that you thought you was close with, who was still down with the world and not with the truth, just or was presented with temptation where they couldn't handle it, and it was like, your life better than mine, you know what I'm saying? Friends, from the world, this, that, and the other, you know what I'm saying, going against you, man, wanting to come out and kill you, being agents for Esau because they got a little bread, Right, and that's counting the cost, because you putting all the you knowing all the odds, you know what I'm saying. So it won't take you by surprise in the scriptures. That's why you gotta thank Yahweh Hashem Yahshua every day, because He warned us. He warned us. With us being on the same accord as it said in John 15 and 16. I mean, Salakia. John, I'm gonna get it. This is This is John 15 and 18. Salakia, it says, "If the world hated you, ye know that it hated me before it hated you." Right. So with us being representation, representing Yahweh Shem Yahshai, you know what I'm saying, the body of Yahweh Shai, guess what? They're gonna be against us, man, if they not down for it, man. If they can't see the spiritualness of it, if they can't see another kingdom after this, man. If they down for Esau and want to continue to be part of that John 8:44, they gonna persecute us, man. They gonna be against us, man. And there's more of them than us, but they not greater than us, And this, I want to bring this out. This is Revelations 13 and 15. It says, and he had power to give life unto the image of the beast, which is the society, talking about Esau doing this. And it says that the image of the beast should both speak and cause that as many as would not worship the image of the beast should be killed. And we're not worshiping this world, man. We not down with this society. You know what I'm saying? And one of the new things that well, it's already out here, but where Esau will try to Esau will make it mandatory, you know what I'm saying, is that mark of the beast, and we ain't gonna be down for it. And that also includes you jakes out there that's, probably not on the highways and byways and stuff, but yet still believe in the truth, man. You know what I'm saying? Because if you really believe in Yahweh Shem Yahshai, man, you might have to die for this, man. You know what I'm saying? That's something that you need to think about, man. First and foremost for myself and anybody else who's watching this video who down for Yahweh Shem Yahshai, man. I'm gonna close with this. This Second Maccabees, chapter 7, verse 1, and it says, "And it came to pass also that 7 brethren, which their mother were taken and compelled by the king against the law to taste swine's flesh, and were tormented with scourge and whip." So they was getting whipped, you know what I'm saying? These were 7 Maccabee brothers, and this was Antiochus Epiphanes, you know what I'm saying? And it says, verse 2, but one of them that spake first said thus, "What wouldest thou ask or learn of us? We are ready to die, rather than to transgress the laws of the Father." So the first brothers like, man, I'm not finna forsake the laws of Yahweh Shem Yahshai for no swine's flesh, man. You know what I'm saying? And if you're gonna kill me then, And it says, verse 3, "Then the king, being enraged, commanded pans and cauldrons to be made hot, which forthwith being heated, he commanded to cut off the tongue of him that spake first, and to cut off the uttermost parts of his body." You know what I'm saying? So they cut out his tongue, you know what I'm saying, and cut off his limbs, his arms, his legs, what else they probably would have cut off, And it says, the rest of his brethren and his mother looking on. Now when he was thus maimed, meaning deprived of his limbs, it says, in all his members, he commanded him, being yet alive, to be brought to the fire and to be fried in the pan. You know what I'm saying? So this brother was getting fried, man. Fried. And Jake already know how that grease feel when just a little piece pop out the pan, man. Imagine being dipped in that, man. Whole body. Alive. And it says, and as the vapor of the pan was for a good space dispersed, they exhorted one another with their mother to die manfully, saying thus. So they was getting each other encouragement, like, man, keep going, man, and do it to the end, man. The same shall be saved. Bringing, the same shall be saved, man. They was keeping themselves motivated for what was temporal and what was better for it to come, man. Which was the kingdom, man. And it says, uh, verse 6, it says, the Lord God looketh upon us, and in truth hath comfort in us, as Moses in his song, which witness to their faces declared, saying, and he shall be comforted in his servants. So when the first was dead after this manner, they brought the second to make him a mocking stock. And when they had pulled off the skin of his head with the hair, they asked him. Right, so they scalped him, man. You know what I'm saying? They took the hair and they peeled it off, man. You know what I'm saying? You know, and it ain't finna be no fast reaction like all these girls with these weaves on, this, that, and the other. It's gonna be a slow peel, man. You know, and it says, they asked him, wilt thou eat before thou be punished throughout every member of the body? Verse 8, but he answered in his own language and said, no, la'ah, you know, in the Hebrew, man, no. Wherefore he also received the next torment in order as the former did. You know what I'm saying? So basically Esau is trying to break the Maccabees brothers down. And it's gonna be the same way with same way with some of us. You know what I'm saying, according to that Revelations 2 and 10, man. You know. It says verse 8, it says, but he answered in his own language and said, la'ah, no, wherefore he also received the next torment in order as the former did. Verse 9, and when he was at the last gasp, he said, thou like a fury takest us out of this present life, but the King of the world shall raise up, who have died for his laws unto everlasting life, man. You know, dying for Yahweh Shem Yahshua's namesake, man, enduring it to the end. You know, after him was the third made a mocking stock, and when he was required, he put out his tongue, and that right soon holding forth his hands manfully, and he said courageously, these I had from heaven, and for his laws I despise. He says, and these I had from heaven, and for his laws I despised them, and from him I hope to receive them again. So we went off. You know what I'm saying? And it's like, well, we getting our punishment, man. You know what I'm saying? We went off, and if Lord ordained it that we die in the end, the thing is that we're gonna receive another body for our judgment, for the wickedness that we done, man. You know. And it says, verse 12, insomuch that the king, so like in verse 11 it says, and from him I hope to receive them again, meaning another body, man, that incorruptible body, man, that extraterrestrial body, man, you know, superpowers, super strong, all that, man. Verse 12 it says, insomuch that the king and they that were with him marveled at the young man's courage, for that he nothing regarded the pain. So he ain't feel nothing, man. You know, the Lord might put the spirit on a lot of us where we won't even feel the pain. You know, if we continue to endure to the end, especially in that time, man. You know, verse 13 it says, now when this man was dead also, they tormented and mangled the fourth in like manner. Verse 14, so when he was ready to die, he said thus, it is good being put to death by men, to look for the hope from the Most High, to be raised up again by him. As for thee, thou shalt have no resurrection to life. Afterward they brought the fifth also and mangled him. Then looked he unto the king and said, thou hast power over men, thou art corruptible. Thou does what thou wilt, yet think not that our nation is forsaken of the Most High, because it's not, man. You know what I'm saying? The Lord's gonna have mercy on all Israel. It's just that some Israelites gotta get their